As we get ready to say goodbye to 2015, it may be time to finally start saying so long to your bad dating habits as well.
Yep, telling us how we can stop focusing on your deal breakers and start focusing on your deal makers is professional matchmaker Kim Rosenberg. Kim, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
How are you?
I'm good. How about you?
Good. I feel like this is the time of year where people are like, that's it, I'm going out on New Year's Eve, I'm going to find somebody. Like, if you don't have somebody, like, or it's a big New Year's resolution, I want to start dating somebody. And so what are some of the big deal breakers?
Well, in a recent survey, the #1 deal breaker for men is a woman that shows up to a date looking disheveled or sloppy.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, well,
of course. I mean, you want to put your best foot
valid
forward. I mean,
Right,
who wants to show up to a date like that? And for men, the #1 deal breaker is, for women, the #1 deal breaker is a man that is lazy. But everybody agrees that somebody that is too needy is an absolute deal breaker.
Right.
Oh, yeah. No one likes a needy person.
Well, yes, correct. I like to be needy every once in a while.
You can be the needy
exactly.
person.
Everybody does.
Yeah.
There's a time and a place, not a first date.
Right.
Right.
Exactly. So you're with It's Just Lunch. So
Yes,
for people that are watching right now that are saying, I've tried everything. I've tried the apps. I've tried the websites. What is It's Just Lunch?
So we interview all of our clients. We're a completely offline matchmaking agency, so we really get to know our clients. So, a lot of people go on these first dates where they spend all the time getting ready and, getting on the metro and sitting in traffic for hours, and they show up to this date and they're well put together and they're sitting across from, somebody that they think it's a great opportunity to meet somebody. And then 5 to 10 minutes into it, they realize, gosh, this person that I was speaking to online, or this isn't the person that I saw in a picture. So, we take all those questions out of it beforehand. We really get to know our clients beforehand, but, everybody that comes to us, whether in their 20s or their 70s, they're looking for a serious relationship.
So this is just increasing the likelihood of finding someone that's your type that, you might be able to take it to the next level.
Absolutely.
Okay, not bad.
And it's not a casual dating thing. It's casual.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's not like you're looking. It's not a hookup.
No,
Right.
No, absolutely not.
There's apps for that.
That's about half
There
of
is,
the
yes.
people.
Right.
Plenty of them, actually.
So how can you drop those deal breakers? How can you focus on the positive?
Yeah, I think that, you said it. I mean, you really have to focus on the positive. If you take that one deal breaker, you might be missing 5 or 6 good qualities in that person. So, let's be honest, as we're, getting to our 30s, we all become set in our ways. So if you get into that I'm going to fix you mode, it's not going to work,
Right.
You're setting yourself up.
I got to ask you, I'm curious, what is a legitimate deal breaker, though? Because I know some of us have our things where it's like, okay, it's not that big of a deal. What's a legitimate deal breaker?
So I think there's, non-negotiables, and then there's deal breakers, and I think you got to focus on what are the must-haves in a relationship for you, and not necessarily the deal breakers. So, if somebody wants kids, that might be a deal breaker if the other person does not, right? But, it's more important to focus on your lifestyle. If you have an active lifestyle, is this person going to mesh with, what your morals and values are moving forward, as opposed to, do they not put their napkin on their lap every time they sit down, or something like that?
You
to really focus on, what
That's why you're still single.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Well, and back to the, the big ones, it's, I've met plenty of girls that are like, oh, well, he says he doesn't want kids, but maybe.
Right.
And then they go down this dating and they date, and it's like, no, he told you up
And
front.
5 years later,
Right,
when you're
exactly.
married,
Exactly. He didn't want kids, and then that becomes, so you need to get that out of the way in the beginning. So what is your advice for people that are watching right now that have been, how do you break the bad dating habits?
Well, there's a couple things. Everybody has their idea of what's important. They have this list in their head or online or, written down somewhere. Somebody's not going to check every single checkbox on there, unfortunately. So throw away that list. Okay.
Ooh, that's tough to do.
It is tough to do. Also, I always love to tell my clients, push yourself outside of your comfort zone. If you're going to the same Starbucks every morning, going to the same gym, going to the same bars, the same restaurants, going to the same events with the same people, you're going to see the same people.
Right.
Unfortunately, they're not coming knocking on your door. And the greatest thing is that, everybody has something that's on their bucket list, or a hobby or an interest. So what I tell people is, why not join a new group, where that you're going to have something in common with these people already. Push yourself outside of that comfort zone. Go to someplace new.
Right. I went on a real, legitimate blind date recently.
Tell me about it.
And it was great.
Good.
I was so nervous.
Right.
But it got me out of that comfort zone of like doing the same old, same old. And he's a great guy. Yeah, it was really a neat, something that it surprised me. I was like,
But it was outside of your comfort
Yes.
zone.
Yeah.
See, you have to be proactive.
See, you do have those times that I've gone on blind dates where, Lord.
Well, you can go the other way as well.
Yeah, right. So it could be
Absolutely.
either way, and I mean, I guess you don't lose anything by
have
just
to-
going and giving it a
Exactly.
try.
You have to take every opportunity to meet somebody because you have to go in, put your best foot forward, dress the part, you go
Right.
in with a smile on your face. If you're having a bad day, push the date back a couple minutes,
Yeah.
just so you know that you're in that right time, that right space.
But I do feel like some of these apps we've gotten such in a like nope.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, really? How do we know that that's a nope?
Exactly.
You know?
Because it's physical. It's only physical. It's got to be the whole package.
Right. Perfect. All right. So if people
Good
want more
point.
information, they can go to
It's just,
.com.
yes.
Awesome.
Justlunch.com.
DC, yes.
Awesome.
Thank
them
you
out.
so much.
Thank you for coming
And I'm
in.
proud of you.
Great advice. Thank you.
Yeah.
I was
You're giving everyone
so
hope
nervous.
right now.
Absolutely.
I showed up at the bar 15 minutes early so I could have a cocktail. So. Hey,
Don't
that's
get
fine,
too
right? I didn't get too nervous. Just take the edge off a little bit.